with the Buffalo Bills. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, that run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well, the person carrying the ball is always the easy target when things aren't going so well. But I think it's a combination with the Chargers. They've got to get the offensive line going in order to improve those numbers from last year. They weren't very good running it, partner.
No, they were bottom of the AFC, 2nd to last in the entire NFL. 3rd play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll need to get the play off quickly. 3rd and short yardage, Rivers. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Jerry Hughes in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. On to punt, Drew Kaiser, 2nd-year man from Texas A&M. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Here's Jones. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. He'll drop to throw. He's got the hook up to Andre Holmes. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Detroit! Detroit! Set! Over!
They'll go again to McCoy. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Back-to-back one-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Looking to throw. And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Melvin Ingram in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. So it's not an NFL record, but it's not far off. That'll go in the books as a 61-yard field goal.
And wasn't it weird to see a guy line up for a field goal on the other side of midfield? The ball got halfway there, and you thought, no way is that going to make it, but it just kept carrying and carrying, and he winds up sneaking it right over the bar.
He'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
2nd down, Rivers. Going deep here for Allen. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. So from the 40 to the 45, 5-yard run.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Now back to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Here's McCoy. A big hit. Knocked down sideways, right at the line of scrimmage. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this. Defense showing blitz. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He targets Jordan Matthews, and it's caught. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. They'll try and sneak it here. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. 1st down. So they pick up the 1st down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. They'll run it with McCoy. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
So when you call a corner blitz, what a lot of teams call a cat blitz, you're expected to come after the quarterback. But in this case, he ran into the ball carrier. Really nice technique, because what you do is you come deep as the deepest offensive player, so he can't get outside of you.
All right, here we go. Boom, watch it now, Barney.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it third down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered, and he was able to get a hand in and knock it away.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash, this from 53. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the first. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
The Charger offense making their way back out there. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. And they've got it here with a first down. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
53, check 53. Back now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney.
Now Gordon on first down. And he's going to be met at about the 43. A gain of 3, second down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Now the first carry for Brandon Oliver. And some big-time hitting going on there. He is knocked to the ground. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. Gordon loses the football. It's loose. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And he's able to get it back here to to the 43-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
They go play action here on first down. His throw incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zay Jones that time. And now it's second down.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
And they're definitely showing blitz here.
Set. Green, 39.
And second and 10. He'll look to throw again. It's caught. Michael Pruitt. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
They'll try and run for it with McCoy. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to make it fourth down. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. While we have a minute, we remind you that later tonight we'll have a couple of NFC East rivals squaring off, the Eagles and the Cowboys from Big D.
Or Arlington. Got to make sure we get it right.
To be more precise there in the Metroplex. Then tomorrow night, Week 11, we'll wrap up with a playoff rematch from the divisional round a year ago, the Falcons and Seahawks, but this time from Seattle. They'll motion the tight end across the formation.
Hurry up.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
Check, Patriot, Patriot. Set. 390.
Rivers now on second down. Hunter Henry brings it in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. Rivers on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Cole. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
They run it here with Oliver. And that is what you call a hit stick. Put down to the ground hard, right there around the 35-yard line.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker.
There goes Melvin Gordon. Touchdown, L.A. Melvin Gordon, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from moving out in front.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit. But for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. On second down, it's McCoy. Oh, able to avoid him. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Southern California after this. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. 10th carry now for McCoy. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
After the penalty, it's McCoy. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll set up a throw. Over the middle, it's Holmes. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good. How
about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They'll keep it on the ground with McCoy this time. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Again, it's McCoy. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Back to throw here. And the grab made by the tight end Pruitt. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. On second down, it's Jones. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Zay Jones was the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
All right, here we go.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. His throw caught right around the 6. And eventually stopped just shy of the goal line right around the 2. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Second and goal. Defense digging in again here. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And Hauschka's kick is good. And the Bills have taken the lead. So they get the field goal here at the end of the second quarter and take the lead into the lockers.
And isn't that what every team wants to do? Right at the end of the half, put points on the board and go into the locker room feeling a lot better about themselves.
The return comes from Orleans Darkwa. So we have reached halftime here. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Here's Taiwan Jones on the return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. This is Jones. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Second down, 8.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Back to throw. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. The Bills on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the first.
And while it didn't work very well on that play, defenders on 3rd and short know it's going to be a quick read. And really, the quarterback's just going to turn around and hand it off. So that way, you're able to diagnose the play and try and get to the point of attack. But when you're dealing with a fullback, it's hard to knock him backwards.
Now a first down carry by Jones. He'll be stopped shy of the 45 despite a great move. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
They're going to look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Michael Pruitt, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Now a look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he powers his way up past the 30. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. Working out of the gun, Rivers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Second down following the run. Jones now in motion left. Again, it's Jones. Gets around him. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
All right, here we go.
He'll look to throw. Over the middle and caught by the tight end Clay. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. Here's Jones. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All I know, partners, that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control, and yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the 2-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. It's what we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
And they still need 8 yards for the first here on second down. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. He's fumbled already once, Charles. I'm not going to say that that was in his mind there, but I'm sure that during some of these plays he is mindful of it.
And once you fumble the ball, you know what your team tells you and your coaching staff? Take care of it rest of the game. And that does get in your mind a little bit, and sometimes that slows down your effort in trying to get free from tacklers.
And the defenders know it too. They sniff that out, don't they?
Everybody wants to swarm the football. You know what the rule is. First guy hold up the runner. Everyone else try and get there and strip the ball free.
Time running out here on the play clock. Now Rivers. And incomplete. A disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this. Met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And on 2nd and 10 now. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to air one out. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, he'll force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Back now at the StubHub Center in Carson. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the 4th quarter. Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. Going to give this time to the tailback. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Fresh set of downs here. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Second down throw for Rivers. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. Jerry Hughes in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack.
12. Hey, ready. Get it. All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56. Gun.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers are within a 2-point conversion of tying this game. So now a big play coming up as the Chargers are going to go for 2. They'll try and run it in. And he'll get nothing out of that one. But he is not going to make it. It's a big play by the defense, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills getting set to go. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Get a little closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Now let's go. Detroit.
They'll look to throw here. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Here we go now.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And an alley to run. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bills will extend their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. A first down throw here for Rivers. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. This is Gordon. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up first down after first down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human first down machine? I think that fits.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. From the gun, Rivers. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. They give him a gain of 37.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drop.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Brandon Oliver, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers have made this a one-score game. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. And again this time to the tailback. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Calling a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Bills on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now a handoff here to his running back. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's Thomas throwing on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and the Chargers coming out of the field now. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They run it here with Gordon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football. Rivers going to try and sneak it. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. Got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. And his kick is good. They are, by the way, into the 4th quarter now in Oakland. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the Bills will hustle to the line.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
The Bills on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. And finding Pruitt. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as he'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. He's back to throw. Holmes has got it complete. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Down to 3 seconds. 2 seconds. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some